There are actually many ways you can make a full-time living on YouTube outside of AdSense, and both of these guys are doing it, and they're gonna show you exactly how, give you a process to follow so that you can do the same coming up after. I almost had it. I was like right there.
You're that.
Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer. Welcome to Video Creators. We are all about helping you grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people, changes their lives. These guys are doing it. Dave, what do you do on YouTube?
I'm a gear reviewer. I review camera gear on a channel called Kinotika.
And Caleb?
I run a video production company full time, but I YouTube about camera gear, do filmmaking tutorials, things like that. And then I eventually made a physical product for video creators too.
Both of them making full-time livings from their YouTube channels outside of AdSense. So what does that look like for you?
I actually make the majority of my money through brand deals, and that has come through relationships with companies and also an agent. It's really all about making those connections. That's why we're here at VidCon. The majority of my money right now is this video brought to you by blank.
What would you recommend, like a creator who's like smaller, getting started? What do they do to get started with that?
Honestly, it's all about being authentic to what you love on YouTube to begin with. Build your channel up with what you love. If you have a healthy community of people who are commenting, who like what you're doing, you have a fan base.
It sounds like step number one is grow your channel, grow your community, which is what we're all about here, so you're in the right spot for that. And then number two, a lot of creators, like the assumption they have is if I just grow big enough, people will just notice me and it'll just somehow work out. But what you're saying is like, no. You actually took the initiative to go out, meet people, getting in front of people, shaking hands. That takes a lot of initiative, and I think it's really important, guys, that it's like, this just doesn't happen. It's not like you wake up and you're accidentally a full-time creator. A large part of that is like the backstory of all the work and effort you put in.
There's a saying in the industry, it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's true with almost every career path you take. Yeah. And of course you need to be good at your craft, but it's also important to be in front of other people, and we're friends because of this community. Caleb too.
Yeah. That's actually how I got started too, in becoming a full-time creator. Second ever VidCon 9 years ago, and I came here, didn't meet anyone the first day, no one knew who I was, and then the second day I'm like, I'm gonna get out of this what I wanted. Came out of my introverted shell, and I was like, hey, just started talking to people who weren't talking to others, and some of those people are still key relationships I have today, and we would not be here today if it wasn't for me taking that initiative, and that set me down the career path of being full-time at a team of 10 people who work for me now, but it started the same way that you did it.
Other events is how I've always met people. You can try to meet people on the internet, but you don't really get a feel for them. You don't get to have an actual conversation unless you're at events, getting out of your shell, out of your comfort zone, and meeting more people.
Now Caleb also makes a full-time living from his YouTube channel outside of AdSense. What does that look like for you?
So for me, 80 to 90% of my income comes from client work, but I use my YouTube channel kind of as my business card that I know what I'm talking about. So my channel's about filmmaking, photography, making videos, gear, equipment. When people come to hire me, they're like, oh, this guy has a channel of 40,000 subscribers. He knows video. He knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna hire this person. It's kind of a portfolio in one ways to do services. And then I also segment that with digital products, affiliate income, physical products.
Physical products, SwitchPod.
Kind of diversifying your income because you don't want to be solely reliant on that ad money. It can bring in money, it could bring in a few $100s, but you don't want to be relying on Adpocalypse taking it away. You got to think of other ways that you can build your business into a brand that can bring money in different ways. If you really love making YouTube videos about a certain topic, maybe it's about art, maybe you could sell merch, maybe you could make individual drawings for people, maybe you could list all the different pens and markers you use below your channel and have affiliate links to those. You kind of just have to start them all and see which ones start making you money, as opposed to just relying heavily on ads, or when I get big, people will send me money. That's not how it works.
No. One of the ways I do it is like, I don't want to put a lot of time and energy into making like a product unless I know it's going to sell. So I do crowdfunding campaigns. If it reaches this amount of money, then I'll go ahead and make it. Same with my online course or my ebooks or products. Is like, hey, I'm going to take an advance from my audience and pre-sell it. And if it sells, then I'll go ahead and make it. And it's a good way to like test ideas so you don't like go all in, that's a lot into it, and then you're like, oh, nobody wants it, or I don't know how to sell. Doesn't matter how good your product is if you don't know how to sell. In my business, AdSense only accounts for about like 7% of our total overall revenue. And for some people, it's enough to be a full-time income. It's not for me and my family.
Mine's less than 1% of my income comes from AdSense.
We're not the only ones. There's plenty of people. I know lots of them who actually disable ads on their videos on purpose. There are absolutely many other ways to turn this into full-time income, even with relatively small channels.
I was making a full-time living with like 4,000,
exactly.
You know, because I was doing other stuff than YouTube.
And I had 3,000 subscribers when video creators was generating $10,000 a month. It's about the business model, which comes down to the value that you are creating delivering and capturing. Most creators are really good at creating and delivering value. Capturing value is the real thing that we're all kind of talking about, and it doesn't have to be through AdSense. If you want to see a real life example about how Caleb did this with the Switch Pod that he created, you can click that video you see on your screen right over there. It goes over to Caleb's channel. You can dive in and see behind the scenes of how he unfolded it. So click it, and Caleb will see you over there.